Cards. Hey, hi guys. Welcome back. All right. Sorry, I had to do my long reach to get to the deck I wanted to start with. So this is a single storyline. I try to put these out on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. These are the ones where we assume that our character is fully single. Sometimes there's love and romance, sometimes not at all. It's different every time. But let's go ahead and get into it. By the way, you guys, thanks everybody that joined me for the Christmas party today. If you missed out on that, no worries. You will want to check though if you entered to win any of the prizes. I wrote every single prize winner's name down in the description box on that video. I also, of course, announced it in the video, but you don't have to listen through the whole thing if you don't want to. You can just check the description box if you prefer. But make sure if you are one of the winners that you contact me before Monday, because on Monday night, anything that hasn't been claimed, I'll go live and I'll give them away all over again. So here we go. Let's go. Be hot. You want a Libra video next? Yes, darling. I will toss a Libra out there. And also I think I had a special request for Aries up next today. So I'll definitely get to those two first. We have go with the flow. Let go, rest, and manifest. I like that energy. I like it because especially in the winter months like this, it can be really awesome to be able to just kick back and have a little bit of time with people that we care about, a little bit less holiday stress, a little bit like remember the reason for the season, as they say, it's to spend time with friends and family and to not worry about like, is the house perfectly dusted before company comes over, to not make gift giving become this nightmare. Instead it's just like, I'm just going to flow with it. I'm not going to let my entire life revolve around the stressful aspects of what holidays can bring. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at this, is it's probably a like a December story, right? Oh, we have the sun and we have the fool. Very nice. This character you notice how we have this beautiful energy of being on an island. We may have a character who is out here saying, maybe I do want to take a trip this year. Maybe I want to bypass the holiday altogether and just take my fam or take myself on a little holiday adventure someplace where the sun is. I just want to take a little leap of faith and I want to do something a little bit different this year. Wherever. I'm just going to look at what's a cheap flight to someplace warm. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe if it's even 3 days, I just want to do something that I've never done before. Maybe not do the Christmas presents and wrapping paper, but instead do something like this. Or create a really chill, laid back environment. Maybe somebody lives where it's snowing. They're like, what I'd love to do? I'd love to do like a Hawaiian themed or a Polynesian or a Samoan or a South Pacific kind of island Christmas this year. I'm going to do that. I want to make it fun, maybe something super unexpected, but we'll just do a totally different vibe. And it's all about bringing the sun into our lives, bringing happiness, bringing chill energy. This feels like they're definitely stepping out of what everybody else does. It's definitely unique. It's definitely stepping out of their own comfort zone. We've got Hanged Man in the reverse, and they're determined to do this. This is 3 major arcana. This is somebody who knows exactly how they want to do it, and they're going for it. 10 of Swords, they're putting an end to stress. They found the way to put an end to stress. Tell me just a little bit more about this, because this character needs to bottle this stuff up and sell it, because putting an end to stress, if there's a magic way to do that, a magic formula, let's all do it. Hi, Blissful Essence. Great to see you too. Sarita, thank you so much. They're clip-ons. FMG, hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. 6 of Pentacles. What is their secret formula to let go of stress? Well, number 1, it might be to not just go with the flow, but it might be to spend more time with people that have equal give and take in relationships, conversations, surrounding ourselves with people that give us true feedback, true friends that'll, it's spilling the tea, it's talking true about a situation. We have the Libra scales here, and we've got this little dude who's standing on the teapot. They could be not gossiping, but discussing something. This could be a character who says, what I really want to do? I want to get fair and balanced ideas on a situation. So what am I going to do? Instead of getting up in my head and only seeing things through my perspective, I'm going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to ask somebody else, hey, sock it to me. What do you think about this or that? What's your opinion on this? And it's like, I'm not going to stay up in my head. I'm just going to ask somebody else, what would you do if you were me? I think this is a character who is not thinking that they have to have all the right answers all the time. This is a character who is going with the flow. This is a character who says, yes, I'm my own independent person, but I also have friends and family around me. I know people. Humans, we're pack animals. We interact together. That's a beautiful thing. I don't have to feel like, especially if I need to, get the answer to maybe a tough question. It's not just me out there that has wisdom. It's not just me out there that maybe has faced something like this before. So let me ask somebody who maybe they've been down this road before too. I like the Ace of Cups. Okay. This could be about matters of the heart. This could be a single person who is, well, it's obviously a singles read, but this could be somebody who's I know our storyline keeps changing. Are they taking a holiday vacation? Are they doing holidays different? Are they talking to a friend about a particular situation? And now I'm going to change it one more time and say this could be sitting down with a like a matchmaker or a counselor or a therapist or somebody and saying, you know what, I've realized I want to do things different. If I haven't been meeting the right person, or if I keep finding myself in situations that are really stressful, or worse, if I just get really stressed out thinking, oh my God, I don't even want to date, when in fact I do, but I want to date different. I want to date better. I want to meet somebody under different circumstances. Maybe I do need to go talk to, I mean, this could be a matchmaker or a friend of a friend and be like, you said you wanted to set me up with somebody. Tell me more. I'm open to it. Tell me more. I'm open to love. I'm open to, there are many, many ways to meet people. And if our character had been very closed off for a long time, saying, no, I don't want family and friends to set me up. No, I don't want my colleagues to set me up. Now they're like, heck, maybe they even dodged going to different holiday parties and, work events because they're like, somebody's going to try to set me up. I don't want to be set up. I think they're kind of surrendering to it now and saying, wait a minute, go with the flow. Maybe the universe put certain people on our path for a reason. Maybe instead of getting super stressed out about the concept of meeting someone, maybe I can let it as fun. It's maybe I have friends who have somebody who's already vetted and they really want to introduce me to this person. You know what, universe, if it's meant to be, let it be. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And I just feel like this character is opening their heart up to love instead of closing their mind because of stress. They are really looking at doing things in a different way, a lighthearted way, and whatever comes their way, they're going to give it a whirl. They're ready for that because I think this character is saying, okay, maybe I've intentionally held back for far too long. It takes a lot of energy to hold anything back. My God, my dog is so friendly. And when he really likes the UPS drivers and he really likes FedEx because they were nice to him once, and now he thinks any dude or woman in that brown uniform and the big brown truck, he thinks they instantly have come just to visit him. So we get a knock on the door and it holding him back to prevent him from going outside to go kiss and hug whomever the stranger is in the brown uniform. I'm like, oh my God, it is so hard. And he's only 45 pounds, but 45 pounds of like loving muscle that wants to go and say hi to somebody is really tough. It takes way more energy to hold anything back, even good stuff. It's exhausting. That's what our character has realized. Why am I holding back the good stuff? I'm not saying they're going to rush out and go kiss the first person they meet, like my dog. But my point is, why hold back the good stuff? That is more stressful. I'm just gonna let things happen. We got Eight of Cups. We got Temperance. Sorry, guys. The weather has really turned into winter, and my asthma is kicking up in accordance. I've been trying so hard to modulate my voice and talk softer because it makes me cough less. But anyway, um, it's not always working. Our character has this Eight of Cups and the Temperance card. They're also not letting themselves get keyed up. The idea of being single still works for them. Yeah, I'm single, I'm solo, and I love my life. But I'm open to meeting somebody, not desperate, just open. Again, this is all about a character who's no longer holding things back. but nor are they like saying, oh, I'm so miserable, I have to go find someone to take away my misery. Not at all. This character is just like, if something really adds value to my life, if it's fun, if I meet somebody through a friend of a friend or however it might go, and it feels good, awesome. Does it mean instantly that now I lose my autonomy? No, not at all. But we do have a single character that is willing to walk through the portal. You notice that she's in the cave and it's kind of like doing a bit of a deep dive about, my life is good and I'm single and I'm abundant, but if I feel as if something would be a lovely compliment, like let's use cooking as an example. You can have a great meal, but you pair it with the right kind of beverage, and it's a stellar meal. You mix that's why we do wine pairings. I'm not a wine drinker myself so much, but I can definitely appreciate how like a sip here and there really like heightens flavors and stuff. I'm just not, I don't know, I don't hold wine very well, but it definitely can enhance like an entire, bite of food and a whole meal. That's where this character is at. Sure, my meal's good on its own, but why would I say no to a delicious beverage being added in? That sounds kind of okay. We got a Seven of Pentacles sideways. This is not desperate. This is not happening fast. And this is not a character saying, okay, I'm going to meet somebody, but it better be something I can invest in for the long term. This is another act of this character being so much more open and going with the flow. Not every situation that is even fun and complimentary has the potential to go the long distance. So whomever they meet, whomever they get introduced to, I wonder if this is a single character who was like, I don't want people to set me up with their family members, their friends, their colleagues, because if it doesn't work out, then guess what? Somebody's got to be the villain. And I think they're like, why? Why would anybody have to be the villain? Maybe it can just be like, hey, I can appreciate the beautiful qualities of someone, and it doesn't have to immediately go the distance. We put different expectations on people depending on how we see them. If we're going to the grocery store, the checker at the grocery store, the only thing we expect is they bring up our groceries. If they smile at us, that's a bonus. If they're pleasant, that's super awesome. If we are hanging out with a colleague or coworker, we expect them to be more cordial and be more cooperative, and we, share burdens and we do projects together. So we have a higher level of expectation from them. If we're hanging out with a friend, we expect our friend to be truthful, somebody that we trust, someone that they don't have to always be in a good mood. If they're in a crap mood, we can still, be around them and hug it out and, not hold it against them. But if we're looking for a romantic partner, all of a sudden, sometimes we go from normal expectations like sky high. Well, this character doesn't do this. This character is like, why am I going to place huge expectations on anyone? I'm going to treat them the way I would treat, we start out like grocery store, and then we move into coworker, and then we move into maybe friends, and then we think about the expectations of a romance. Did they text me in time? Did they call me back? Are they giving me proper attention? Where is my priority in their life? All of that stuff comes way later. And I think that's what this character has decided is, oh my God, this is so much easier. When I just start out like everybody's just a checker at the grocery store, and if we smile at each other, that's a bonus. If we have a nice little laugh together, that's fantastic. Maybe we'll eventually become friends, colleagues, maybe eventually lovers, but we don't have to start out with those high expectations. Nine of Wands, strength in the reverse, and the Tower. This character's fears have just plummeted. No more fears. They're in this place where it's like, this is feeling fun. This is feeling good. We've got somebody's getting dressed up in their holiday outfit, and they are going out to those holiday parties, and they are willing to go out on blind dates, and they're willing to go out and meet people. Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior who's still standing, but she's in this like gorgeous gossamer gown, and she's holding her torch and out there to have fun. This is somebody who's going to enjoy holiday parties, meet and greets, mixers, you name it. They're ready to go out and have a good time, because where once there was fear, no more. The Tower brings the fears down. And it's like, oh, this feels so much easier. So what does this character find, right? Because if they're that open now, and if they've shifted their perception of what previously was pretty stressful, what does that mean? Because I always think that when we're that open with that Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups again, but this time we've got the scissors cutting. We've got some kind of a cord being cut. And I almost think that this is like the cord that was anchoring this person. Because you notice how we have like, there's tension here and it's underwater. It feels like somebody had like a big old weight attached to their feet that was keeping them down at the bottom of the sea. They are like liberating themselves. And I'm going to say that's probably liberating their joyful spirit. Well, Seven of Swords. I said, what are they going to find? They may find that they themselves um, discover a part of themselves that they kept buried. It could be a very animalistic, sexy side of themselves that they have like totally suppressed for a really long time. Seven of Swords isn't always a bad card. It is what we've hidden or what we've pressed down or what we've run from or a truth that we haven't acknowledged. But here we have this big old sexy jungle cat prowling through the trees. Jungle cats to me always represent power. Someone has suppressed their power. That's the thing they've been hiding. And it's because they basically tied a big old anchor and sunk their power to the bottom of the sea. And that power is coming back to the surface. I think that this is a single person who has serious charisma. I think that they are extremely attractive. And I think it's been a long time since they put their shine on. And I think that if they are putting themselves out there and they've got this great attitude, I think what they're going to find is okay, they may attract a lot of people that they don't want, but they're also going to revisit their, well, again, it's like JT says, they're bringing sexy back. That's how I would say this. This character might be very surprised at just how sexy they come across. Spirit of Cups, embodiment of Swords, they may wind up finding a very, very good match for themselves. This is a king and queen. It's balanced energy in the sense that it's yin yang. It doesn't have to be masculine, feminine per se. It's the balanced energy of the universe that they're finding in another person. It's their complement. Very, very nice. But it's all because this is fun and it's easy. It's not a big stressful, and they may find themselves attracted to someone who they never would have thought was on their list of who they can match with. Because I mean, these are two very different energies, right? Water energy, pure emotion, next to air energy, pure like mental acuity. Linear thinker, and this is like, are you kidding me? I can morph through all these different phases. I can be a solid, I can be a liquid, I can be a gas, you know, I can be hot, I can be cold, I can be frozen, I can, the amount of change that this character has, and this character is like rigid. I don't change. What do you mean I don't change? They're willing to change for this character though, because we got a butterfly up there in the sky. Even the shape of the stingray is kind of like an underwater butterfly, you know? There's something here about these two are willing to maybe change for each other just a little bit. It's a nice energy. It's really, this is a story about a character who has, if they want to stay single they can, but I think it'd be a pity for this person to insist that they had to be single because they have a lot to offer. And I just think it's been a long time since they went ahead and put their shine on. And I think them putting themselves out there and letting themselves shine the way they really authentically do. Because I think this person has been subduing their beauty, their attractiveness, their handsomeness, their natural grace and power. I think they've been suppressing it, and that takes more energy to suppress their light than it does to just let it out. And I think it's going to be a wonderful, like refreshing energy for them to shine really brightly and then to have people react to them in that way. But it all feels comfortable and natural. And that's the part that I liked about this. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's great to see all of you. Thank you. Thank you guys. You're wonderful. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I will see you guys again soon. Also, if you want to check out my other channel, there's a link right there in the description box. I'm doing a giveaway over there also. It's a channel more devoted to my dog, but also I'm doing some storylines over there as well. So I'll see you guys. Bye.